So let's continue the conversation. Now we're going to get into kind of a deeper dive with the Eastman family. We've got Amy, Will, and her brother Ryan. We're going to talk about memories of Bob and just snowmobiling. And we'll just, rather than me try to describe it, let's play it and get your popcorn, everyone, and sit back. We're going to have a good time here. Now, would he have stories of his great grandfather, or
maybe? Do you remember much of Papa?
So he was in the hospital.
Yeah, probably more so when he was in the hospital. Kind of, I'd say at the end of Papa's Alzheimer's battle and everything. But in the nursing home, we went to the nursing home quite a bit, and so they'd look at fish or something while we visited with Papa. And
yeah.
So yeah, the fact that he was, that was 12 years ago that he was a preemie baby, so 5 weeks early, and my grandpa was not scared to hold him. A lot of people were, but Papa was pretty proud. So,
wow, that's amazing.
Now he's 12, and I don't know, there's something else. It's a little stinky. They're eating pizza downstairs. Yeah, he's working on it.
Do you ride snowmobiles at all?
Yeah, kind of. When there's snow.
Yeah,
sure.
Again, we have such a snow problem still. So
yeah.
The trail around our farm catches some snow, so they can ride like the 120. But
I used to ride them a lot till I got in a crash with my cousin.
What?
Uh-oh.
Jordan, he flipped it on me.
Yeah. That happened at my parents' house. So we shouldn't remind Grandpa of that.
Once there's a second sled, then the racing starts, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
But no, they've had a lot of fun with the snowcats and everything.
That's cool.
And then Ryan has a 3-year-old. Wait, I think that's right. Yeah. And then my other brother has a 4-year-old that kind of meshes with all mine too. And they'll all be riding the little 120s here in not too long.
Yeah, that's cool. It's good when the cousins are fairly close in age. They can have so much fun together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was fortunate to, when I was a kid, that most of our cousins were close in age.
Yeah.
There he is. Ryan, how are you?
Good.
Good.
Nice to meet you. Technical difficulties, so.
That's all right.
All good.
But yeah, you look good. You sound good. Good lighting. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. Yeah. So I was talking to Amy earlier. I've got a question I'd like to ask the both of you, and that question is this: at what age were you when you first began to realize that your grandfather was a celebrated person in the snowmobile community? What was it like at the time, and what was it like all through the years?
That's kind of a tough one. I think I'm the youngest of the crew as well, so I feel like you already have maybe a little more info from the older siblings. But I always kind of knew that Grandpa raced at one point. You know, I didn't really know the level of it, but
sure.
Back, so the Polaris 120, when they were first making it, developing it, basically we do a thing called PQV, like product quality verification, while they sent these home with the employees' kids. So in our case, our mother Penny, Bob's daughter, had a couple 120s at home. And that's like my first memory of like riding a 120 and being like, I'm like Papa. I'm gonna rip this thing. And I was too young for, like, I think Amy, it was you and Mark were supposed to be. My parents, they would just put me on the field and don't hit anything. But yeah, that's like the earliest memory. So I mean, shoot, I was probably 4 or 5. So I always knew Grandpa raced for a living, but I didn't know the extent, if that makes sense.
But even on that first ride, it sounds like you had a sense that you were following in his footsteps. Yeah.
Well, and so maybe Amy mentioned this, but Papa was pretty, like, very detail-oriented guy, and like safety was like #1. So there's a little bit of paranoia there too. I'm like, Papa's watching. I messed up.
Yeah, better do it right.
So, but yeah, at the same time, I was like, I'm gonna show Papa how fast I